Welcome back, Warriors of the Rift. This is Erica Victoria, and today, we'll take you into the heart of one of the most legendary journeys ever made through the TOA of Ascension. Not just any clan, not just any summoner. This is the path of Wil Rapstar, a tactician, a grinder, a master of his craft, pushing past the threshold where most falter. Floor 41, a battleground of relentless magic, hidden traps, and elite enemy compositions designed to test even the most seasoned commanders. And yet, with confidence in his team and steel in his spirit, Wil begins this phase with purpose. The first wave opens like a storm, wind-based attackers, quick to strike and designed to break your formation before you can even cast your first skill. But Wil's lead monster, a swift Bernard, opens with Tailwind, boasting the entire team's speed. Then, it begins and stuns. Enemy counters, precision attacks. Wil doesn't blink. He doesn't panic. He simply calculates, waits, strikes, with a chilling calm mind from his support monster, followed by a well-timed immunity. The tide begins to turn. He doesn't waste cooldowns. He paces. He prepares for Wave 2 before Wave 1 is even done. That's the mark of a real strategist. Wave 2 hits harder. Dark element monsters. High crit damage builds. The average player sees despair here. Wil sees opportunity. He lures them with a decoy defense breaker, then triggers a combo. Def break, multi-hit cleave. Instant elimination. By the time he reaches the mini-boss of floor 41, the battlefield is his, a chilling moment of silence. Then the boss roars. This isn't about damage anymore, it's about survival, timing, and neutralizing threats with surgical precision. And Wil Rapstar delivers. Floor 42, the shift. By floor 42, the mood changes. This is where the tower stops being fair. The game starts reading your habits. Reacting, punishing. Resistance builds, skyrocket. Enemy passives begin to trigger constantly. Dots stack like wildfire. But Wil doesn't rage quit. He doesn't roll. He adapts. He brings in Veramos, cleanses, controls, heals. No panic, no overcome it. By now, we can see his strategy is layered, not just built for one floor, but engineered for the entire tower. Every rune on his monsters, carefully placed, every skill level, maxed for efficiency, he came prepared. Even when the tower throws a surprise triple immunity formation, Wil pauses, reassesses. He uses crowd control instead of raw damage. He breaks patterns. That's how he wins. Floor 43, a psychological trial. This floor is not just tough, it's deceptive. It lures you with easy waves, then hits you with a final boss that's designed to break your will. Wil knows this. He saves cooldowns, hoards buffs, builds meter. By the time the boss appears, an elite light element reviver with 2 counter-attacking tanks is ready. One misstep, and the whole floor resets. But not for Wil. He silences the reviver, blocks healing, then eliminates the tanks one by one, leaving the core exposed. He doesn't rush the win. He calculates every move. That's the mark of a real tactician. Floor 44, Chaos Unleashed. This is where most give up. The enemies outspeed. They lock you down, and the run feels rigged. But Wil smiles. He brings out his secret weapon, a custom-built bruiser team with hybrid sustain. They tank the opening wave, then slowly turn the fight around, trading momentum for control. There's no one-shotting here. Only patience, control, precision. And once again, Wil rises. Floor 45, the Gatekeeper. This is it, the climax of Part 1. A multi-wave boss floor designed to be a final exam before the nightmare of floors 46-50. The boss, a Wine Valkyria variant with dual revives and anti-crit passives. To win, you need strategy and stamina. Wil goes in with a dream team. Sustain, strip, defense break, or nuker. The fight lasts minutes long, grueling, calculated. Was not here for flashy kills. Is here for victory. At the final moment, after a perfectly timed combo, the boss falls. Wil Rapstar doesn't just pass the test, he rewrites the rules. Closing of Part 1. This was only the beginning. From floors 41 to 45, we've seen genius in motion, tactics that defy rum, timing that wins wars. But make no mistake, floors 46 to 50, that's where legends are truly made. So take a break, reset your energy, because in Part 2, Erica Victoria returns with Wil Rapstar's final stand, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Previously, we watched Wil Rapstar conquer the depths of strategy and precision through the chasm of floors 41 to 45. But that was just the storm before the hurricane. Now we climb deeper into madness. Welcome to Part 2 of the Tower of Ascension, floors 46 to 49, the edge of control, where many falter and only one ascends. Floor 46, the betrayal of balance. This floor is not difficult by force. It's difficult because it breaks your habits. It gives you monsters you fought before, but powered up, buffed with hidden passives, and paired with units that completely disrupt synergy. Wil Rapstar walks in with a hybrid team, a mix of bruisers, sustain, and a surprise single-target nuker. The first wave, it looks manageable. 2 fast strippers, 3 sustain supports, but their cooldowns are synced, their resistance sky high. One mistake and it's a cycle of immunity, cleanse, heal. Wil times his silence perfectly. He doesn't rely on chance. He waits. He baits the buffs, then strikes with everything. Wave 2 is a defense break nightmare. Jason, Provo, Orient. Everyone's watching his up-bar drop, but Wil predicted this. He built resist. He rode for sustain. He counterattacks with smart skill rotation. And the mini-boss, a dark tank with vengeance mechanics. Every crit makes it stronger. Wil doesn't even try to burst. He bleeds it out 90 turns if needed. Because Wil doesn't rush victory, he earns it. Floor 47, the area of illusion. This floor isn't what it seems. Everything here is psychological. Each monster has reflect damage. Each passive reverses expectations. Hit hard, you lose life. Debuff it, triggers cleans. Try to stall, they time out your sustain. This isn't about builds. It's about insight. Wil Rapstar pauses, reads the enemy comp, and shifts his formation. He swaps his Ale Nuker for a control mage. He brings in glancing hits, heal blocks, strengthers. Web 1, locked down. With 2, precision play. No rushing. Just silence, dots, and counter-glancing. Like chess, only bloodier. And then the mini-boss appears. A fire-based support that revives, grants invincibility, and resets skills. For most, a nightmare. For Wil, an opportunity. He uses his Resetter to reverse her advantage. Then he isolates her allies, piece by piece, like a surgeon. And when he wins, there's no celebration, just cold focus, because floor 48 is already in his sights. Floor 48, the Black Mirror. This floor is brutal, because it mirrors your own strategy. Literally, the monsters are tuned versions of meta units, ruined like yours, trained like yours, smarter than most humans. This is where the tower tests you. Wil enters with his Arena team, a mix of cleave and control, and instantly has punished, outspeed, locked down, crushed. But Wil doesn't rage. He adapts. He switches his formation mid-session, adds Wil rooms, changes leader skills, removes speed tuning on the fly. Now he's ready. Wave 1, quick, clinical. Wave 2, survive, disrupt, cleanse, mini-boss, or cleanse machine, paired with an invincible tank. Wil Rapstar makes it an endurance match. Buff block, sustain break, turn cycling, and when the boss is alone, he unleashes hell. There's no shortcut to this. Only mastery. Floor 49, the warning shot of hell. If you made it here, the tower starts to fear you, so it throws everything. Stun locks, turn denial, back-to-back nukers. Wil knows the script. He doesn't bring raw power. He brings willpower. He loads the team with bruisers, passive sustainers and cleans. Wave 1, he tanks through. Wave 2, he adapts his pacing. Then the mini-boss, a light lich that revives with 100% up unless debuffed, surrounded by speed boosters and anti-heals. This is where most break down, but not Wil. He reads the passive. He builds glancing debuffs, and when the lich revives, it's already too late. He stuns. He controls. He dominates. Floor 49 ends not with a bang, but with a message: you're ready. Closing the final break before the peak, we've seen greatness build. From floors 46 to 49, Wil Rapstar has proven he's not just another summoner, was a commander, a tactician, a legend in the making. But all of this was to reach the final test. Floor 50, the apex of strategy, the realm of despair, where even gods fall. But not Wil. Not now. In part 3, Wil witnessed the final stand, the ultimate fight. The story's climaxed, so tighten your runes, sharpen your mind, because next Erica Victoria returns to narrate the final conquest of Wil Rapstar and the rise of a legend. Scene, black screen, a single breath, then the words fade in. This is it, the summit. After 49 battles, countless resets and near defeats, we've reached the place legends are either met or broken. Floor 50. The top of the Tower of Ascension. This isn't a level. It's a trial. A final test of mind, might, and heart. And standing at the gate, Wil Rapstar. Focused, composed, ready. Intro. Floor 50, the soul of the tower. There is no warm-up here. No easy waves. No second chances. From the first second, the battle begins. The enemies don't attack, they dissect. The A is faster, sharper, cruel. This is not pet, it's personal. Wave 1, the gatekeepers of fate. 3 archangels. Light, fire, water. Each one built to counter a common playstyle. Each one invincible if approached incorrectly. Wil scans the field. He doesn't panic. He calculates. He rotates immunity. He balances clans with attack breaks. He staggers turns. He watches cooldowns. He doesn't rush. He respects the tower, and it rewards him with a sliver of progress. One by one, they fall not to brute force, but to surgical execution. Wave 2, the echoes of every failure. It's not just another wave. It's every monster that ever made Wil fail in the past. Meta Deafeners, Arena Nightmares, 2 Heartbreakers, where they are maxed, enhanced, unforgiving, but Wil has seen them all before. He doesn't blink. He outpaces the resets. He times his Wil runes with precision. He uses his failings as fuel. What once crushed him now empowers him. He owns the second wave. And with the final debuff, the scream slows before the boss chamber opens. Boss fight, the eye of the tower. It isn't just a boss, it's the boss. To floor 50 is a soulbound guardian, a monstrous fusion of every elemental archetype. Speed of wind, burn of fire, control of water, and the strategy of light and dark. It resists wrong, it punishes repetition, it adapts. This fight isn't hard because it's strong, it's hard because it learns. Wil enters with his strongest composition, not just power, synergy, rhythm, grit. The fight begins. Final battle of the longest war. Turn 1. Silence. Turn 2. Immunity stripped. Turn 3. Stun locked. Wil is cornered. But he doesn't flinch. He rotates invincibility. He uses heal block to deny the boss's passive. He predicts every cleanse. He saves his burst. Was not playing checkers. He's playing dimensional chess. The battle rages for 300 turns. Dots applied. Dots cleansed. Cooldowns recycled. Then, a moment. A gap. The boss miscalculates. And Wil strikes. S3. Reset. Debuff. Strip. S2. Heal block. Brand. S1. Finish. Boom. The boss crumbles. The tower shakes. The light fades. And then, silence. ending Ascension complete. He did it. Wil Rapstar has conquered the Tower of Ascension, not through luck, not through exploits, but through mastery, resilience, and the heart of a warrior. Erica Victoria's voice returns, softer now, graver. Some claim for glory, others for revenge. Wil Rapstar claimed for purpose. And today, purpose won. The screen fades to black. A single phrase appears, legend recognized. This wasn't just a game, this was a legacy unfolding. Every rune choice, every loss, every restart led to this moment. You've just witnessed the rise of Wil Rapstar, not just as a summoner, but as a tactician, a student of war, and a master of adaptation. The tower has been cleared, but greatness, it never stops climbing. So remember this story and carve your own, because if one player can conquer the impossible, so can you.